There we go. Let's go to present. Extra camera. We'll share you. What in the world? There we go. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Morning, Van. What's up, Salvatore? How is everybody? Wow, there's a lot of people coming on in live streams lately. That's kind of cool. I'm digging it. We've been having a lot of people on the live streams. Okay, that's who I thought it was. All right. How you doing, man? All right, let's get some things set up here. Let's see what's going on. Let's move this over to here and there. What's up, Jason? How's it going? Doing pretty good. I'm getting ready to check on some printers, get some things rolling here, and see what's going on. So, okay, there's that. Just looking at building a new PC. We're going to be working on several printers tonight, so we're gonna take the watch off. We're gonna take the ring off, and get a lot of things situated today because I need to try and get a secondary print on this. I haven't had a chance to get an actual print off of it besides a test print, XP Finder. So I need to figure out how to what we need to do to get this thing printing. So that's first on the agenda. Then we got a couple other printers we got to take a look at. So yeah, the Apex Maker is pretty impressive. But I will say this, they're for as fast as it is, you just got to be careful with it because it's not going to provide the best results at its fastest times. So. So this is the Apex Maker X1. Then I gotta start printing some stuff on the God, I'm drawing a blank here. The Galaxy the eMake 3D Galaxy One, which is a large printer. So I was thinking of getting it because I'm basically just looking to do busts, models, and dioramas. So yeah, if you're looking to do large things and you're not really concerned about super fine details, like don't get me wrong, the model that I printed, the Thanos model, is pretty good, but you can tell the quality is not what it should be for a resin printer. It's good, but it's not the greatest. To most people that come from like FDM, they would think it's amazing quality. So in terms of that, okay. But people who are resin printing currently, yeah, that's a different story. So let's see here. Welcome. That's really going to be up to you. The Apex Maker is great because it's got size over the GK2. Like I could literally print the GK2 on this printer. Maybe not a full size, but I can essentially print 3 times as much on this printer than I could the GK2. The GK2 is actually right behind it, if you can see there, just out of shot. We're actually going to move this over. I'm going to try and hook up an Ethernet cable. Oh, you know what? I don't think I got extra Ethernet. I'm going to have to search around and see. I don't think I got an extra Ethernet cord, but we'll find out. So yeah, that's really going to be up to you. So with this, you get speed, and as of right now, if you jump on the Kickstarter and do the pre-order, if you put $50 down, it's $10.99. Obviously, that's not including shipping or anything. Whereas the GK2, that's pretty much $800 right off the bat. So, but with this, you're going to need a larger wash and cure. So you're looking at about $2,000 all in with everything. Whereas the Uniformation, you're probably looking at about maybe $1,300 all in, if that, maybe $1,000. So, yeah. So if you're concerned about detail, let me just show you the model. This is the test model that they printed off. This was printed in 4 hours and 12 minutes on this printer. And as you can see, it's not slouchy. Like it could definitely have a little bit more detail, but it's not bad. And the other thing that a lot of people don't understand is this model is actually scaled up. So the issue with that is when you scale things and scale them up, basically think about you stretching an image. What happens to the image? It starts to become blurry and everything. Now, there usually are slicers that compensate for that to an extent, but you're scaling it up from 100 millimeter to 400. Maybe if it was 200 or 250, I can see it being okay, but 400 is really stretching it. So it's like, it's kind of hard to do, but I am not complaining about it. It's a pretty dang good bust. Now, the other thing is this does use ACF film, so it does kind of soften the details a little bit. So that's the trade-off that you have with this printer is you have speed over, I'd say, slightly less quality, whereas the GK2 is very slow compared to this. Very, very slow. But the detail, the dimensional accuracy on the GK2 is unmatchable. It's probably my best printer. So, what's up, Nicholas? How's it going, man? I'm on really good detail also. I need to get a new resin printer. I'm still on the LD02R, but not used to it for a couple years. Been too busy with the new job. Understandable. Yeah, the jobs take up a lot of time. I've been quite busy myself with the job, so a lot of this stuff has gone through the wayside, and I'm way behind on things in terms of like reviews and whatnot. So. How about the GK2 compared with the Halid Mage Pro for speed? So the Halid Mage Pro is going to be more a consumer grade printer, whereas the GK2 is going to be more of an industrial grade. So you're going to see less failures, but I will say that the Creality printers are probably the best ones out there. Now, I haven't personally tested out the Halid Mage Pro. I do have one to test out. It's been sitting in my trunk for like the last, I don't know, month or so since Murph. I just don't have the time or the area to set it up right now. So I'm trying to offload some printers and get things going. But yeah, the name of the game basically for me now is I'm going bigger, and I have a lot of small printers. Well, small to me, that kind of will start to need a new home at some point. But the Halid Mage, from what I hear, is a pretty good printer. All of the Creality printers that I've had in my hands are pretty dang good. So I'll take anyone you want to get rid of. So I am probably going to put up the old school Uniformation GK1. It's got a perforated bill plate. It's slightly different. It's pretty much the same size printer as the GK2. I think the GK2 has a 10.3 inch screen and this has a 10.1. So just slightly less on the build volume. But it's a great printer. It's not as fancy as the GK2. I'll tell you that. And then obviously it's got some age on it. So it's not something that, is going to be usable for a while. And then the other problem is finding parts for it is almost impossible. So it's really hard to look for things. So that's its biggest downfall. But I probably will finish up the review with the Sonic Mini 8K here, 8KS, and the Sonic Mini 8K. I'll probably end up letting go once I do the review on that one, just because, everything. I don't really need smaller resin printers as much as they are the highest detailed printers I own. They're probably my least used, except for doing this whole review process because, well, I don't need anything that small. I'm usually printing bigger items, as you can see on the Sonic Mega here. So like something of that size or that Thanos thing. So yeah. I thank you for all the likes. Thank you. Much appreciated. How many people we got over in Twitch land? We got one person watching in Twitch. All right. So if you guys do have Twitch, go ahead and check me out over there. It is basically the same on all my social medias. It is Akuma Mods, but it has an underscore at the end of it. So it's Akuma Mods _. If you guys can follow there, that would be great. I'm almost to 100 followers. Almost. The more the merrier. I think something like the Halid Mage Pro, a little bigger, is perfect for what I'm trying to do right now. Okay, sounds good. And it'd probably be a little bit better on your pocketbook, your wallet, whatever you want to call it. So, anyway, let's start going in here. I'm going to try and load up some music. I hope that we don't get copyright striked, but we'll see. You know what? I have a link. We'll go to YouTube. I have a link that I use that is able to retrowave royalty free. There we go. I've been getting a lot into retrowave style music. So, what do you got at the back with that huge print? So this is a custom customer piece, commission piece. There we go. I can talk. So this was sent to me by someone who follows me, and he was wondering if I could print it off. He had a design for his son. It's essentially a trophy for his son, and so he wanted to make it kind of display it unfortunately, I printed it off twice so far. We shipped it out to them, and both times they ended up broken. So I'm going to print this, and then I have a broken up model I'm going to print as well. The voice is cutting out. Sorry, that might be because of my music. My apologies. Okay, hopefully that'll be much better. You can always adjust the settings on that. Check. There, maybe that'll work. Maybe it is the Book of Faces. How about that? Is that okay? I sound like a robot. Anybody else have me sounding like a robot? Oh, it's better now? Okay. That's better. It was going over robotic. Sounds a lot better. Yeah, so there's an option to drown out the background. Okay. You would sound better now. I should really pull all this stuff for me. We're still sounding good though, right? Everything's still good. It's gone again. Check that. No, it's got to be Facebook then. No, it's got to be Facebook then. Because I'm good on Twitch at least. Check. Okay. YouTube is good. Check that. Do re fa sol la ti do. So TK. All right, Facebook's good. I don't know. It's got to be your guys' connection that forces Facebook dropping it out. Everything's good on my end, at least from a third party, third person. Third party. car's working. It'll be fine. All right. Now we got something. Just intermittent. Here, let's tune this down. It might be that I'm just streaming too much because I'm streaming to 2, 4, 6 platforms, and I'm streaming music, so could be that. What I should do is just stream it from my phone and put it in your body. Maybe that's what I'll do. It might be the music. Yeah, we'll turn off the music. Hopefully that helps. Close down some of these windows. Get this all situated. Figure out how much time is left on that thing. Let's check Bamboo Studio. See if that's all good. Oh, I could share the audio tab. Screen sharing was canceled. Okay. So we have 5 hours left. Yeah, we're not going to get to that tonight. So we're probably going to have to resin print that mount. So I have a drip mount for this printer and possibly the Galaxy eMake 3D. So we'll have to see. But I've been testing out this new metallic resin. I'll be honest, it's been kind of rather uneventful lately. But let's see the results, shall we? We're gonna let this drip a little bit. I think we're good. I don't remember what I set that to, but all right. It's better on YouTube. All right, cool. Yeah, it's probably just Facebook because Facebook is the lowest quality possible, of course. Why not? I love failures, let me tell you. That's sarcasm, by the way. That drip off. It's all situated. Put that drip off. Out. I love the idea of the lift up lid. Yeah, I'm kind of so with it. So the problem is it makes it insanely tall. So in general, this is 32 inches tall. Now with that fold up, it's another 3 or 4 inches onto that. So these, like, it makes it really tall. So that's one of the downsides of it, but it is nice. Does the GK2 offer sending modes wirelessly? I don't believe they have done that. As a metallic colored like chrome or copper, or has metal particles in it so you can polish. I think it's metal looking, so it's mica powder, if I'm not mistaken, added into it. So I have silver, I have gold, I have bronze, and I have blue silver or blue metallic. So yeah. I would probably like it better if it was more designed like the Mega and it had dual opening doors. I think that would be beneficial. Or even like the M3 Max, where you just pull the cover off. But that leaves where you need to put it. So even if it just had a front door that opened, I'd be fine with that. So what's up, Matt? How's it going, man? So it looks like we were printing pretty good. But for some reason, this front left side, or actually just the front half, is just not working very well for me. So I got to figure out what is up front there and how we can figure out to reposition this model to get it to fit a little bit better. Yeah, I think we'll have to do that. Saves me having to mix mica powder into my prints. Yep. What's up, Jerry? How's it going? Oh, we'll show that. Yeah, there we go. That's good. I played with some nice mother of pearl and other custom car paint mica. It's just very expensive. It can only get it in grams. Yeah. I have quite a few mica powders, but it's just nice to have everything situated already. So, but I will say that printing with this stuff is an absolute nightmare. It gets everywhere. You have silver flake on everything. It sticks to high hell. It's just a royal pain in the ass to deal with. So just be aware. If you do happen to get this resin, it might not be all fun and games. So yeah, exactly. A nightmare if you spill any, because it's just, oh man, so horrible. The feeling that's underexposing quite a lot. Yeah, it is kind of glittery. Like here, I can show you guys. Bring it over here. Scratch this over without killing something. There we go. So yeah, as you can see, the brim of the vat is all metallic looking. Let's stir this up a little bit. It looks really, really cool. And the other thing is you can't let this sit in the vat. It will not work. So you need to constantly stir this stuff. Whereas I'm used to just like letting it sit for maybe a day, if that, and dealing with it afterwards. But yeah, as you can see, I'm pulling all this stuff off of the bottom. So it just kind of settles in the bottom there. And we have a big issue. But like I said, you see it gets on everything. So you literally have to have like a dedicated setup area like this everywhere. I mean, it's horrible. Horrible to have that thing there. Come on. You can do it. Yeah, and I'm pain cleaning the vat. Yep. Why aren't I on TikTok? Because why not? I don't always have to be on TikTok. I'm probably going to be on here for another hour, and then I'll jump over to TikTok. So, but I wanted to come on here because I don't really do live streams on here anymore because of TikTok, and I feel like I'm disconnected with the fellow people. Let's see here. Yeah, you need bigger tips in case some mica layers on support tips. It will kill support. Yep. They also found it layered flat on the Z, so you would get a clear print till you tilt the print, and then you see it all. Some cool effects depending on the size of the mica. Yep. So I've done some cool stuff with mica. I've gone even to the far side of doing magnetic mica, iron mica powder. You have to have powder. You can't have like anything else. But I did a Cinderwing baby dragon, and I printed that in resin, and I added some of the iron mica powder in it, and it worked. So, and what's really cool is, I mean, if you're just going to use it for base layers, it works perfect because you can literally slap it on your fridge and it'll stay there. So it's really, really awesome that it does that. But yeah, it worked perfectly fine. I was so happy. How is the new Apex maker? It's been okay. So I got the test print off of it. As you can see, we're having some failing issues with some of the parts on there. So I don't know if it's an issue with parts or an issue with just the front end. We might have to lower the build plate in the front end there and see if that'll help. But I mean, it's got the layer adhesion on it, so that shouldn't be the issue. I don't know. Something is amiss here. So I don't know. We might have to. We might just have to rearrange some of the parts on it and get it working here. Can't use the IPA. You clean the model in as it suspends in the IPA and sticks to every other print. Absolutely does. Looks like it's going to be a royal pain in the arse to print with. Yep. Have a good one, TK. Thanks for stopping in, bud. Yeah, so I'm going to let this drip. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab my headphones, my earbuds, whatever. Okay, now let's take off the Wi-Fi. and we'll just jam on music. What I should do is put on some music for you guys, right? Maybe I'll do that. Let's see. Into Space Night Driving. Okay, so is my audio still there, or is this too loud? We'll turn it down a little bit. It's a little too bassy. I don't know if I'm digging this track, but let's try this one. Good, good. I'm glad. Maybe we'll stick with the night driving one. Yeah, we're gonna stick with the night driving. Okay. So now I can jam my own stuff, and we're good. Okay. Getaway dream. So let's see what we can do about this. Now, I did sand down the build plate a little bit to promote some extra adhesion, but it looks like it's just peeling. It's not a build plate issue. It's just the speed. Speed is too great for this model because it's you can see in the back here, it's lifting on the back as well. Like it's still working, but it's lifting. So it could be actually even the raft on it. The raft is causing too much suction on it. So maybe if we do it in some smaller pieces or something and get it all situated, I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. We'll get it. Now, one of the biggest things that I hate about that printer is the fact that it drips everywhere on the front end here. So you literally, anytime you take off the build plate, you have to clear off the front end here. So You just noticed what YouTube did to their logo? They did something? I didn't think it looked any different, but I'll have to take a look. I'd say that's damn good. Nope, it's underexposed. So, let me try and point this out to you guys. So you see these lines that are kind of cut in here on the border. So like there's the border on the outside and then there's a secondary border, right? See these lines that are cut in it? That means that it's just slightly underexposed. But as you can see, everything else is good. The wording looks pretty good. All this other stuff looks good. This looks good. All these look good. So we're just slightly underexposed for this. So let me find out what. I think I did this at 2.5. So we're going to go 3.0 and try this again. What's up, Jeff? How's it going, man? Long time no see. By the way, if anybody resin prints and they don't have something like this, look at it, just goes underneath it like butter. This is super thin. Like if you're having a hard time getting a print off, start with this, start the edges, and then you come back around with your normal scraper. You just get it right underneath it. Boom, done. As I drop it on the floor. But anyway, you guys can see the coloring on that. It's kind of like a reddish almost. They call it bronze, but you need that? You need what? The scraper? Scraper is really nice to have. Game changer, life changer, workflow changer. I think I have it linked in my TikTok bio if you absolutely need it. Now, the other cool thing is one of these, a rubber scraper. Like, these work pretty good, these scrapers that come with the printers. But this is even better. And I have one with a handle, but unfortunately it's too big for some of my smaller printers. So, but this thing works wonders. It gets everything off of the vat. Yeah, working with these metallic resins. Whew. All right, so we're going to bump this up 3.0. Okay, so we're going to try that out, see how it goes. That'll print here in a little bit. Won't take too long to print that. That's a big boy. Now that's going to require a little bit of muscle to get it over. So I talk about that scraper, and I also have an industrial style scraper. This is for like tiles and stuff like that. It kind of works, but the problem is because this part is so beefy, it doesn't really get as good of an angle as the other one does. But it does work where you need it to. So, but this one's just a little bit easier to maneuver around. So we can easily take this off, get it all situated. There's one piece. Okay, we got that under. So now we can get underneath it with the scraper. Boom, done. There's that part. That's the easy part, getting it off. Now we need to go around here. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is just taking off all these supports here right away. Getting this all situated. How would you like to have supports come off like that? I love it. We'll do the opposite side. Boom. That one's a little weird because technically we had a fail on our hands, but it still printed it. That one we'll have to do a little bit more cleanup on it. But we have our trusty Sonic Saber here in the background. This thing also helps out wonders with supports and smoothing out prints. Basically, it's an ultrasonic cutter. Now, for this side, it's a little more difficult because we have wings and stuff that we're supporting. So we want to try and disconnect that stuff before we try and start ripping things. Because if we just try and rip this off, we're going to have a bad day and we're going to end up breaking one of these wings. So. Go. This is actually a mixture of about 8 different resins. So this is what I call my mud resin. This is just leftovers from different resin batches. So as you can see, there's some black in there. There's some gray ABS, Frozen Aqua 4K, Frozen Aqua 8K, like all kinds of different stuff that's in there. So, but the key is to properly tune it and get it all situated for the exposure time. That's the hardest part to do it. So now that we've got pretty much all that stuff off, we can go ahead and start trying to remove the model, which will be fairly easy once we get into a corner. So I'm going to work at the corner here, try and not damage too much. Get underneath it there. Because this is super duper thin, it'll get underneath there. Okay. So now that we got a little bit of an edge there, I'm going to try and put this in here, but I think we're going to have to bust out the big boy and get my big scraper in here. The big frozen one will probably be the one that we do this in. Is it hard to tune up if you mix resins? No, absolutely not. You just do the exposure tests. This. So if you ever have failures and you're constantly failing, just print one of these. Now this is a new one I've been testing. So this is Frozen's new RP Finder. I usually use their XP Finder. That's the red one that I showed you. This one's got a little bit more overhangs and stuff, so it gives you a little bit more detail, but it takes a little bit longer. So if you just need a quick tune test, all the ones on my TikTok I have linked in my bio that I use pretty religiously, and you just throw it on the build plate, don't support it or anything, and it prints in like 20 minutes, and it'll give you a readout. Then you go from there, and you match it up to what it looks like. And if everything looks good, then all right, you don't have to tune anything. But if not, then you tune it up or down depending on how it looks. If stuff is blending together, you basically want to tune down the profile. So let's say I printed this print at 3.0. I know I'm overexposing, so I'm going to bring it down 0.5. So I'm going to go to 2.5. 2.5 might be like this, and it might be okay to print with, but you're still losing a little bit of detail. Like what it should be is these should line up like this. So let's say I bring it down to 2.0 or even 2.2, because 2.5 is close. So we don't want to go 0.5. We're just going to go down a couple. So we'll go 2.2 or maybe even 2.3. Probably 2.2 for me. So if 2.2 prints and it's like this, then we know we're good. If it's supposed to be like that. So that's what I basically look for. What's up, David? How's it going, man? Yeah, we're going to have to get at this a little bit more. All right. So we got at our corner. Getting back in the garage. I hear you, man. You see the new printer that I got? Prints 400 millimeters in 4 hours. So I will tell you that I don't ever suggest printing directly on a build plate, especially when it's perforated. But for this model, it just makes it easier because it's such a massive model and it's got so many weird angles. This is really the only best way to do this. The downside is I will have to do more cleanup on the bottom end of the print because we're going to have all these little dots from this. So, all right, so we're getting in here now. So once we start getting this working in, we'll be able to get some more leverage on it. And you'll start hearing it crack. Okay. So the reason why it's still stuck, because inside here, this is all hollow. There's actually supports on the center here. So what we're going to do is we're going to give this a little twist and we're going to break those free. And there you go. There's your build plate. There's one of the support nubs. So we're going to scrape this all off and get it all situated so we can print again. Need bigger. All right. Now that's all situated, we can get this back in here. Sorry. My chair tends to get in the way quite a bit. So we're only going to probably be live streaming on here for another 15 minutes or so, and then we're going to jump over to TikTok for the rest of the night. So just so we get our exposure going on. So. That's right. Forgot there was a support failure in there, so we got to do a vac clean. Let's see. I was considering getting a new Frozen, and I looked at it and realized that the Z is shorter. Yes, it's 300 millimeters. Just don't do what I do by putting the scraper under the printer and whack the scraper with a hammer. No, I mean, I kind of do that, but I don't whack it too hard because resin can vibrate and get destroyed. So you want to do it in very small increments. So here's another cool thing. So I use Shitubox Pro Slicer. And what's really cool is you can edit all of this. So normally when you add supports, it's going to fuse this together on the ends here. And so what I did is I edited all these supports single one by one, and I literally took the raft, so to speak, or the bottom, and I moved it inwards away from this. So that way, this part fits right in here with very minimal things that need to be done to it. Now, the downfall of that is because I made this one solid piece, it's kind of hard for me to get in there with my fingers and not, kill my fingers. So we're going to take some pliers and get it all out of there, if we can. Oh, maybe this will come out as one giant piece. That would be awesome. Haha, we can. If it comes out in one piece. I don't know if it will. We might have some more connection points that aren't allowing us to remove this in one piece. Oh, there we go. Check that out. Literally a tree. You've heard about tree supports, but what about tree supports? So that's the bulk of all the stuff that's inside of there. And look, they just squish. Like, you could literally use this as a tree or something. Like, somebody who does miniatures can use this as a defense tower or something, or a communications tower. So, real crazy. Then we got some small ones in here. Well, not small ones, but we got more in here. Kind of beef up everything. And that's pretty much it on the inside. There's a little bit here and there that need to be cleaned up. Put you guys up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some cleaning up on that. Okay. This one actually removed better than the last one I did, surprisingly. Now the hardest part is because this has so many small lettering in it. Basically, what we have to do is we have to go in and get inside of each and every one of these little letters with the sonic cutter and basically cut away that support because it's going to be almost impossible to remove. So, yeah, not too bad. Good enough for government work. Get this all situated. There you go. Here's some ASMR. Okay, we'll bring this right up to the microphone and we'll remove it. Okay, right up here. All right, so that part's all taken care of. And this is the little piece for his head because we put a drain hole right at the back of his head so it can drain right out. And now we're all set. And this didn't turn out too good, so this is the gold color. As you can see, that shouldn't look anything like that. That's horrible. Wait a minute, is that 3.0 we did that at? Oh. Okay. All right, we'll try it at 4. See how it goes. All right. Kind of funny that the supports failed on this side, but yet they worked. They still printed. Tweezers, always a good piece to have for resin cleanup and support cleanup of little tiny areas. Come on, get off. We're going to go around and cut all this stuff up. So some of these ones that are on here are a little bit harder. What we're going to do to lessen the damage of the model pitting that happens with supports, we're going to use the sonic cutter to cut away at these pieces to help it a little bit better. What's happening, bud? You guys want to get a little bit closer and up personal? See what we're doing. So it's always good to have various tools and everything to get what you need to get going on prints. Small pair of pliers goes a long way. If your tweezers aren't helping you, just doing a little work after work. Same here. Work after work. 100%. Hashtag small business. Now, one of the coolest things that I absolutely love about resin is, okay, let's say I mess something up here. I break something, what have you. I can always repair it with resin. That's the greatest thing about it. The same resin I printed with, I can repair it with. You're doing self-promotion. Yeah, it is. So we sent out the other one and it arrived broken yet again. So I printed this off. And what I was going to do is the guy only lives about 5 hours from me. So I was actually going to drive my happy ass down there and just make a day of it and just kind of have a little kind of staycation. And do that. But then he also wanted something different. Yesterday, he came back and messaged me and he's like, hey, I want to key it. So that way I can put it together and print it solid. And I was like, okay. I didn't tell him that I already reprinted it. So what's not for public channels? What, saying happy yes? All my stuff is not rated for kids anyways. So, oh, your self-promotion work. Gotcha. I know quite a few people that make a lot of money printing stuff like that. There's a whole huge group of people that love those type of models. Gotcha. Well, I assume since I can't see your name, you're probably on my group. You're posting on the 3D Printing for Noobs group, right? See, gotcha. That was a good one. Still got a ton of stuff in here. Jesus. I can message you through Messenger? Yeah, I mean, you can. My Messenger messages are always open to people for everything. Let's see here. I have to. I am not live on TikTok. I'm going to be ending this here in a little bit. We're going to end it in about 12 minutes or so, 13 minutes. And then we're going to go on TikTok. First, we're going to see if anybody's live on TikTok and join them if I feel. And if not, I'm just gonna make I'm just gonna do a live myself. These are going to be hard to get out, these ones. Trying to think how I can get this out. It's a monster. Got me trapped on the other side. What's up, Darko? How's it going, man? I'm just cleaning up some prints. They're unfortunately coming in at the end of the live stream. But no worries. We're going to be live on TikTok after this. Going to hit all the streaming platforms. Yeah. Got to do what we got to do. So allegedly, you can use Moonraker to send files to the V400 wirelessly, but my Wi-Fi is too unstable out here. That's awesome, and I have heard something of that sort. There's a monster. It's got me trapped on the other side. Break up a lot of this crap. You have a Wi-Fi extender out there? Get yourself look into the Google Mesh. That stuff is amazing. Just don't use the 5 gig, use the 2.4. That's what I use in my house, and I literally have like solid Wi-Fi everywhere. Even down, kind of down the block, I have solid Wi-Fi. Hey, Craig. I'm actually cleaning off a print that I just took off of the Mega. It's a trophy that somebody made, and so I printed it on the Mega. So we're just kind of cleaning up supports from the inside of the model. How you doing, bud? And then after we're done, we're going to use the trusty Sonic Saber. I feel like I'm promoting for Frozen right now. Yeah, so we're going to use the Sonic Saber and to clean up some of these parts after the fact. But how are you, sir? You doing good? This is the regular day. I mean, to be honest, most of my printers are Frozen. So, because I have the Mini 8KS, I have the Mighty 8K, I have the Mini 8K, I have the Mega, I have the Frozen Sonic Saber, and then I have the well, it's hidden underneath my food here, but I also will be using this on that print too, the Frozen Beam Cure. So all great products, perfect for what I need. This literally is an all-in-one type promo thing. So I probably should shoot like a promo video for it, because a lot of people don't know about the Sonic Saber, and I can't tell you how many times that has saved my butt. Right? I am lacking it. I do have a brand new shelf though. I have a brand new shelf right at the back there. It's got a couple printers on it right now, but definitely clear it off. It would be a good place for it. Hint, hint. I'll tell you what, out of anything that I am lacking is a nice wash and cure system that will fit the bigger printers like the Mega and Mega 8KS. That I am happy to finally see out in the wild as you guys are looking directly at me. There you go. I think I'm more excited for the wash and cure than I am the Mega S, to be honest. But it's nice to see the Mega S. right? It pops very well. Like it showcases very, very well. At first, I wasn't 100% sure on it because I'm so used to the orange colors that you guys have done. But it still kind of sets you guys apart from everybody else. So. I think by the yeah, that's what I need. Because as of right now, my Anycubic setup has seen better days. Almost to the finish line with this stuff. Maybe. We're working on a trophy right now. Resin printed trophy. What are those hanging in the back of the room? Oh, that's all this stuff. The wife used to sell jewelry, and then the pandemic hit, and she kind of stopped doing it. So we still got a ton of jewelry back there that we can get rid of and sell. So. I haven't done any yet. I do have some of your guys' casting resin here to try out, but I don't really have any usage for it at the moment. So no, I have not tried it. I do more rapid prototyping stuff for my clients. Than I do anything else. But, you know, now that you say that about casting, I do have a ring here that I really would like to cast that I printed off in resin that a TikToker designed for me. Right? Like, look. It's so cool. It's got my logo in the center, and then it has 3D resin god on it. It's so cool. Come on, focus. The character says heaven, actually. Yeah. Yeah, hold on. You are right. It is that symbol. It's basically the symbol of this. Which is my logo. That's what's on there. Just a much smaller version. Yeah, there you go. There you go. You're missing a line. Yeah. Yep. Also means day, huh? Oh, that's interesting. It's a good fun fact to know. Showing your basic Chinese skills. Hey, at least you have some basic Chinese skills. I don't have none. Although I should probably start brushing up on my Chinese because I plan on making a trip over there sometime next year. So and I am printing with that metallic resin on the Mini 8K, by the way, the AKS that you were asking me. It's posing to be very hard to print. I got a successful test print off of it. I just ran another one right now, so I gotta take a look at it. But let's check and see. We'll let this drip off for a little bit. It is not very good to handle. it gets everywhere. So if anybody were to use it, just keep it away from your other resins and resin printers, because it is very, very messy. The like mica additives get everywhere. But yeah, let me let that dry a little bit, and then we'll check on it and see. Or not dry, drip a little bit. No, not really. Surprisingly not. It's almost no smell that I can have. The smelliest and worst resins that I have in my arsenal have got to be like the flexible resins. Oh, there you are. I am everywhere. I'm going to try and finish this up, and then we'll probably head over to TikTok to do some TikTok lives, because that's where I mostly hang out at night. But I figured, hey, I haven't done live streams in a while on you know, the it's about time to. There you are. What, is everybody looking for me tonight? Did I do something wrong? Do I owe people money? So right now we are live on Twitch. We are live on Twitter. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Facebook personal page. We're live on my Akuma Mods page. And we're live in the 3D Printing for Noobs group as well. I mean, if I wanted to, I can boot up TikTok here as well, but it's kind of weird talking to TikTok and then talking to you guys as well. So. We got a lot of stuff in there. You were parroting me? Oh, okay. No, I am not going to paint it. This is going to go directly to the customer. We're gonna plug it all up. So there's a hole here at the top, and then there's a giant hole at the bottom. We have the plugs for it as well. So we're just basically gonna wash it, cure it, plug it up, and the customer is going to paint it. Ah, there you are. By the way, for anybody that's on here and they aren't following on Twitch, go ahead and check this out. We're only 10 followers away from 100 on Twitch. I'd like to get that up. I mean, even if I had 100, I'd be happy. to be honest. I think that's a pretty good feat. Gotta go. I might be back later. All right. You have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. A little bit that you were. Much appreciated. Then 1,000 for the next milestone. Exactly. We did hit a milestone, though. The YouTube channel got 5,000 subscribers. We hit that just after my birthday. So my birthday was August 5th, and I think at August 7th, we hit 5,000 followers or subscribers, which is fantastic. Never in a million years did I think that would happen, but it did. Which is totally awesome. All right, Craig, you have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping in, chit-chatting. Always nice to see you guys. I know, I'm way past my time that I said I was. I'm pulling a crystal. 2 hours later. Oh god, my glove broke. That's like a rarity. It's like a 1 in a million thing. All right, I think what I need to do is get my picks and get in there. Tell them who you're watching on live stream. Tell them you're doing marketing research on Akuma Mods. Tell the CEO that. He knows me. We're friends. Ooh, that was a big one. Almost done. I like this one singular big piece that's in there. Let's keep breaking it apart. Damn it. It's probably very true. Come on, you're right there. Keep breaking it apart. Damn it, there's like one freaking piece stuck in there. Oh shit, I think I got everything. Oh, there's one more piece. One little piece that's crossway. Am I getting tired of printing that model? Yes, I'm done. So, like I said, I said earlier, it got broken again in transit. You know, of course, and I am just tempted to just drive my happy ass down there. So. Ah, come on, it was right there. What's up, Cass? How's it going? A piece that's in there? Yeah, it's... Oh, just wanting to be done with this model. I've probably printed it about a dozen times now. Keeps getting delivered to the customer damaged and broken, and about ready to say, screw it, I can't do it, but that's not something I normally do. Damn it. Nope. No fun at all. Really wish I could jam the music that I'm listening to. How long did this print take? 15 hours on resin. Just wanted to pop in and say hi. I hope you have an amazing night. Likewise. So here's the thing. I double boxed this. And when I mean I double boxed it, okay, so I wrapped it in bubble wrap, the model itself. I put it inside of a box. Then I suspended that box inside of another box. Yeah, you heard that right. I suspended it. With like the cardboard sides, you know? And it still arrived broken. All right, I think we're good. I can't tell because my light ran out of juice. We're gonna have to charge that, but we definitely need to wash our hands because definitely have resin all over it. Don't walk out in the sun if you have resin spilled on your hand. I'll be right back. Go wash my hands. Now that we're all good on that, of course, I have that silver stuff on there. Does the customer want it hollow? Yes. I think even if it was solid, it would probably be even worse because it would be too top heavy. So, but either way, they sent me some new files that are keyed. So we're gonna throw that on the printer. I'm gonna do a vac clean on it and get it all situated. But yeah, we'll check it out and see how it goes. So yeah, we're pretty much done with that. I'm gonna have a cookie to eat really quick. Oh no, it's my last cookie. And I think it's 1 o'clock. Should we head over to TikTok? I think TikTok would be a good place to go. The Frozen Sonic Mega 8K. 15 hours with my speed profile. Yes, it's big, but it's not the biggest. So it is 330 by 185 by 400. Oh yes, having a lot of fun. Okay. How's that one compared to the Apex Maker? Well, as of right now, it prints. I got just a test print off of the Apex Maker right now. And right now we're just trying to dial it in. I think there's an issue where the build plate might be up, but now that I was looking at it, that's not the case. So I got to take a look at the speed profile and see what we can do. But this is a pretty fast printer, especially with my speed profile on it. It's still faster than any FDM printer out there in terms of what it can print. So, yeah. If I printed a 400 millimeter build volume, it is 22 or 24 hours to print that fully. Doesn't matter if it's solid, hollow, slightly thick, doesn't matter. So, but yeah. Chip says hi. All right. Yeah, I think we're gonna end this and head over to TikTok. Again, if you guys aren't following our Twitch stream, go ahead and do that. That would be awesome. Trying to get at least 100 followers. That would be fantastic. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the night for here. I'm going to head over to TikTok. So if you guys want to follow us over there, you can. And yeah, I just thank you guys all for stopping in and chit-chatting. And we'll probably do some more of this throughout the next week or two. Get it all situated. So probably a little bit earlier even. But yeah, like I said, if you can, head over to Twitch and give us a follow. So till next time, guys.